Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
Gearing up for a bit of almost a warm Friday.
Oh, yeah. You just never know what to expect in Utah weather, but meteorologist Cedric Haynes does. That's why he's here to tell us what to expect, right, Cedric?
That's right. And it's a lot. You know, you have to keep up with a lot day by day, but we try to do that here for you. We try to keep you forewarned right here from the Forewarned Weather Center. Hey, I do want to start off by showing you the radar. If you happen to be tuning into some Thursday night football earlier tonight, you probably saw all that heavy snow starting to come in. Yeah, they kicked on the lake effect snow there in the Cleveland area, and it produced some amazing scenes for Thursday night football, and it led to Cleveland getting their third win of the season. So how about that? Now we'll hop all the way across the country to show you another dramatic scene. All these flashing green boxes here, those are counties that are under flash flood warnings right now in Northern California, with just copious amounts of moisture making its way off the Pacific Ocean into Northern California, and that's all a part of that atmospheric river that we've been talking about. So let's back up and show you the big picture here, because it's a lot of activity happening in the West, just not really affecting us yet. You can see the bomb cyclone we were watching. That's continuing to swirl off the coast of British Columbia. It's kind of retrograding or moving back towards the west, but it's also helping to tap in and pull up all of this moisture, including the atmospheric river, which stretches all the way back to the Hawaiian Islands there. And so we've got all that moisture that's going to be moving on shore, and that's going to be causing some major issues for our friends to the west. In fact, Northern California are in the thick of things today. The atmospheric river leading to a very rare high risk of life-threatening flash flooding taking place there, and you can see why. Look at the rainfall potential here as we go throughout the next couple of days as this continues to see all that moisture moving inland. We're talking the potential of 10 to 15 inches of rain, and for the mountains, they're not being spared at all. In fact, the Sierras there, if you got ski plans over towards the Sierras over the next several days, yeah, you're looking pretty good there. We're talking some of the highest elevations picking up as much as 5 feet of snow. All right, let's talk about how this will impact us. High pressure right now blocking all that cold and unsettled weather to our west, but it starts to break down, but not before we get a nice Friday afternoon with some mild temperatures well above average. And then here it comes starting Saturday afternoon, but especially Sunday, heading into Monday into Tuesday. That's when we start to get that colder and unsettled weather pattern really tapping in. And then finally, that storm system, which was our bomb cyclone, will finally move across the state by Wednesday, hopefully bringing an end to the precipitation, but it's just going to be cold behind that system. Let's time it out for you with Futurecast. This is just wave number 1 that'll move our way. Notice we're not impacted by this at all as we go throughout your Friday, so no concerns of precipitation. But as we get into your Saturday, especially by Saturday afternoon into Saturday night, we're going to see some valley rain showers developing and some mountain snow developing in the Wasatch Back. And guess what? As we continue on, that could even make those snow levels come all the way down to the valley floors potentially by Sunday morning here. So we'll keep an eye on this here, but definitely looking like that first wave coming through with a rain snow mix across the area. Right now, I've got those snow levels dropping down to about the bench levels here by Sunday morning at about 5,000 feet. But valley floors is about 4,300 feet. It would not be impossible to see those levels briefly get that far to the south. So we'll watch that closely. As far as accumulations for snows go, I think the amounts will be fairly light here along the Wasatch Front. But as you get into the mountains, look at that, the dark blue from Park City over towards Alta, over towards the Uintas. There we're talking 4 to 8 inches, potentially in the purple, over a foot of snowfall there. But again, lighter amounts there in the valleys. But liquid precipitation, about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch up to an inch over the next 7 days. So we've got a lot of moisture heading your way. 66 on Friday. Then we've got that unsettled weather moving in for the weekend, heading into Thanksgiving week. Looks like all the moisture kind of tapers off just before Thanksgiving Day. Fingers crossed on that. A nice day in the Wasatch Front. Then get ready for active weather starting Saturday night through Wednesday of next week. All right, folks, it's time now for the big show. Let's get you over to the Beehive Blitz.